Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, got some sad news, got some really cool news, and I got a new toy to show y'all. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So, this is part of the sad news. This was going to be a tree. It was a standing dead oak. It was really, really tall. I was going to be felling it for you guys here on YouTube. Unfortunately, the people that run maintenance on the property had to bring it down because about 20 foot up on the tree, there was a break in the tree, and so it would go up, and it was kind of at this one point broken and starting to lean. So unfortunately, we aren't going to get to see it fall and cut it up from the ground here, from behind the camera, but we are able to do something equally as cool, and that is cut it up from where it sits. Now, this is a property that I worked on when I was a groundsman here. I worked here for 7 years. 5 of those 7 years, I was still in college, so I was getting my landscape tech degree from Montgomery College here in Montgomery County, Maryland. And this tree was really healthy, always producing leaves and acorns and everything. And it did amazing for us here. But as of recently, the decline and the oak wilt got it. So unfortunately, they did have to bring it down. I wanted to bring it down. I brought it to the attention of the head maintenance person here, and I really wanted to bring it down for you guys. And also have my dad here, have him filming, and just have a great time with it. Unfortunately, they saw that it needed to come down a lot sooner than when I was planning on bringing it down. So they, without letting me know, they brought it down. And honestly, they have the call. I mean, I couldn't have called this saying, "Oh, hey, I want that wood." I mean, I want the wood, and I'm going to get the wood, but they have to make the call for their best interest. And I'm so grateful that he left me a bunch. Like, he left me a ton of wood. And so I'm extremely grateful for that. And today we are going to get cutting on this one. So let's go over there and let's check out that big log. Hey y'all, so as you can see, this is a pretty decently sized tree. I'm gonna guess, oh, well, if you know me and you know my hand size, that is about as probably 4 hands across. So about 20, maybe 24 inches, maybe. Um, and as you can see, it's gonna have a great core and heartwood to it, but kind of that cambium layer tissue is starting to go away. And it was a standing dead tree. For how many years, I'm not sure, but it is a standing dead tree, so they had to take it down. Oak wilt will kill these trees so fast, and you don't notice it in years one, 2, or 3. But years four and beyond, you will start to see that thing lose bark, and the bugs love it. But some people say leave them up for habitat for animals. I don't think that's a bad thing to do, but make sure your oak isn't where people can get hurt, or somebody else might really, really be badly injured by something. So people being hurt. And also make sure it won't block any roadways or anything like that. So that's this pile right here of wood. Now, let's go to an even bigger section of it. Honestly, y'all, right over here. These guys are even bigger, and they had to use a machine to get this stuff back here. And for me, y'all, I have those machines. I can always ask my friend, "Hey, can I borrow the toolcat? Or would you mind coming over running the toolcat for me so I can run my saw through this stuff real quick and get it taken care of?" You guys, I still have some connections here, and so it's going to be not terrible to get all this stuff out, but I got to select my Sunday so I don't over ask, so he doesn't be like, "Nah, we ain't talking no more." You got to be respectful of other people's time, and they are here all the time during the week, so they want to escape. So, you know, I'll try and ask here every once in a while, but I don't know that I would ask them a whole bunch, because I truly do appreciate the person that would lend me the time. So let's get into it, because, guys, these logs are calling, and I want to sink my chain into one of these bad boys, because y'all, they look scrumdiddlyumptious. and I'm excited to get into them. Oh, and there's a new saw. Nope. Oh, come on now. Y'all, that was the fastest I've ever gone through a log of that size. Now, granted, I made, what, 6, 7 cuts? I'm looking at my rounds over here, but, you know, off camera. But let's see about getting this guy right here processed up. And maybe even this guy too, but I don't know if you guys can see over here, but he's got, I'll just bring you over. This one right here, it's got all kinds of stuff at that end. That's like all kind of gross and stuff. All the fiber stuff that's going to come up. So we're going to go ahead and set you on this side. No time lapse at all. That's not fair to the saw. But I'm going to go ahead and get you guys set up so you guys can see how fast we can move through these logs now with this new saw. I'm absolutely tickled pink about it right now. So you guys are going to get a lot of no speed ups in this video, because you know what? This saw deserves as she shows. So let me get y'all set back up and we will get through these logs as well. Make sure the switch is on. That's better. Yes, sir. The chain brake is on, so everyone's aware. Let her rip here, Chip. That cut would have pinched my bar, so that's why I pulled her out early. I could do an uppercut, but I think this log might roll and hit you guys. So I don't want to do that, so I'll move the camera away, and I'll knock this guy out. I probably actually could start at that end and come this way, but I'm still worried of it rolling to hit you guys, so actually, ooh, that one almost hit y'all. Sheesh. But live action thoughts coming at you. All right, I'm gonna take care of this slug real quick, and then yeah, I'm gonna go this way so this guy can probably roll out, and I'll roll him and I'll cut him on the ground. Just be careful. Safety is the key. also through some proper planning of what I thought might happen has helped me save my camera from this guy rolling. Now, was it really that big of a log? Probably not. But that versus my graphite slash carbon fiber tripod, it would absolutely crush me in a heartbeat. And I don't want to pay for another tripod right now. So I absolutely had to do this. I made sure all of my bracings up against the log were good for what to keep it from rolling this way, let alone if it rolled that way, we would have been just fine. So happy that that log is taken care of. Again, I want to take care of this log before I finish up on this log, because this log can easily roll out. Now, all this wood is cut. And so now I can, as I said, I can finish this guy on the ground. But let me get you guys repositioned so we can see this guy get cut up. So y'all, hope you guys can enjoy this, or are enjoying this video today. This Husqvarna really is going to up my production, which is amazing. So now, and still, the only thing keeping me back is my splitter. And maybe sometime soon we will get some help from someone. I don't know, but as you guys know, I've been running that Cord King Repeater 29, which is absolutely amazing. I love that machine so much. And it's kind of up to Cord King if they think that I would bring value to their company. And so, kind of waiting to see if they would agree with me or not. But up until then, we are going to run saws and have a great time and bring you guys as good as wonderful a content as I can. So without much left, we will knock out this bottom log and let's get it. Pardon me. Governor? Hope that's right there. Oh, that's perfect. So y'all, this 390 is absolutely wonderful. It's my biggest saw to date that I've owned. It's right about a 6.5 horsepower saw. It is a beast, and it was only pulling a 24-inch chain there. I'm going to add a clip here at the end of when I first got my hands on it. You'll notice the wood yard. And I said earlier out that I was going to wait to give you guys a little bit of a backstory, but screw it, I'll throw it in this one right now. This saw was not given, but I bought this saw at a severely reduced rate from what the saw brand new really is. This saw was a never touched, never nothing, because the man that had bought it, he was dead set on using it for an Alaskan mill. He had the Alaskan mill, he had everything there ready to go. Unfortunately, 4 years after he bought the saw, he bought the mill, he never touched it. And so as he was about to deploy, he asked Will and he said, "Hey, does anyone want this Husqvarna 390 XP?" And Will says, I got a guy. Let me ask. And so he called me up one day, a couple weeks ago now, and he said, hey WD, do you want this 390 XP? And I said, well, what's the cost? And he gave me the backstory before I asked what the cost was, but he also said that this guy had no idea what he wanted for it. And so I looked him up real quick, and it was basically half price is what I asked for. And he put me $25 above that, and so I said absolutely consider it done. Uh, and so I was extremely tickled about that. So as I picked it up here a few weekends ago, yeah, I'm kind of creating a little bit of an orange army, I guess, because I got my steels, but they're not mine; they're my dad's. So this and the 576, which is actually going to be getting a new carb before long. I figured out that the carb was the problem with it. So, and the fact that a lot of people will say, well, it's just a Husky. Well, Huskies didn't have problems for a long time, and this one, I tried to look for it to be auto-tuned, but unfortunately, it is the only model that you cannot auto-tune per the manufacturer, which kind of sucks. But you know, it was 6 years old when I got it. And so, or sorry, 4 years old when I got it, and it was used by a tree company. So regular wear and tear from tree companies, they're going to be busted up. But this guy is brand new out of the box, and it came with a 36-inch bar. That's another Husky, baby. This time it's a big one. Heads up. Oh, it's not coming down. Come on now. Sorry. That's a big old cut. It'll go through it.